opinions expressed are those of the show host, not WPSL, WSTU, or EXP Realty. Any reproduction or reuse of this program without written consent of WPSL and WSTU is strictly prohibited. And besides, we have some big guys in the back that'll take care of you. And now, My Dream Home Radio Show. Your chance to find your dream home with Eileen Simons and Paula Brady. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing fine. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
It was already 80 degrees on my way here today.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a warm one.
Yeah, but I looked at the weather, and next week it's going to be back to the 70s, so it'll be lovely again.
Oh, well.
It was,
Back to spring.
yeah.
For at least 2 days, right?
Right.
I'm not ready for the humidity yet. I'm just not.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, you could be over on the west coast of Florida where there's a lot of humidity because the air does not move.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. We are fortunate to have the wind with us.
The trade winds here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all the difference in the world. There's no doubt about it. So,
We got a lot to do today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do it.
we got a lot to do today because there's a lot going on.
Absolutely.
Oh, you mean this little burg is bustling?
Little Berg. There's no Little Berg around here anymore.
Yeah,
Really.
fourth largest city in Florida. You got
Yep.
it.
Yippers.
Yep.
I want to remind everybody that if you purchased a home during 2020, today is your last day to file your homestead tax exemption. So go online and do that. Don't forget, if you purchased a home during 2020 and you haven't done that yet, actually yesterday was the deadline, but it got extended to today because yesterday was on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I got to fill
That's
out
for
our.
walk-ins today,
our
too,
ta-
though, I read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk-ins only, yeah.
Yeah. I got to fill out our tangible thing for our assessor's office. Yep. Yep. That's
Yeah.
due today too.
Don't want to,
There you go.
Yeah.
don't want to forget those things.
No, definitely not. I made that mistake one year. I won't make it again. Believe me.
I was going to say, yeah, it ends up costing a little bit of money.
Wow. So were you guys busy this weekend?
Oh, it's season, so we've been busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Weekend, what's the difference? there's not much
What's a
change.
weekend, right?
No.
No, all the days are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're online answering emails until 10 o'clock at night. So for
Nice.
those people who think real estate agents just go to lunch and make a lot of money, that's not
quite
really the case.
No. We might want to change that idea.
Well, as we were talking before the show, I mean, there's that little $18 million piece of property down in Stewart that you can have a little fun with.
Oh yeah, I
couldn't
heard that on
believe
the
that.
morning show here. Yep.
We had so many great events there. Ray Lucia, who is a financial planner out of San Diego, used to come here every year and have seminars there.
Hmm.
And he'd draw 400 people, 600 people, something like that. But that was the only place on the Treasure Coast at the time where you could draw a
That was
crowd.
large enough.
Yeah, that was the only place. It's just hard to imagine, but you had to wonder, especially with COVID, hotels,
Oh
Right.
yes.
and people who want to develop condos. I could just see salivating over that property.
Well, oceanfront,
Yeah, I get it.
it'll be interesting to see what the new owner does.
With the property, yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't heard that yet. I have to do some more research about that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be something down there.
But I really want to say thank you to our featured guest today. And I'd like to get started with him right away because he has a lot of great information for those out there. But before we do that, I want to invite anybody who wants to call in. We brought a lot of zip codes with us today for single family homes that are on the market. So when we're finished with Mark's interview, if you want to call in and ask about a zip code, we'll be happy to help you. And the number you're going to call in on is
No. Some help.
What? Oh, am I supposed to know the number here after 30 years? Oh, 340-1590, 340-1590. Or if you, we do have to say this, since we probably have 20 or 30,000 listening on the stream, 772-340-1590. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So without further delay, we are very happy to have Mark Pease with us today. He's the Business Development Manager for Florida Housing Finance Corporation. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, ladies. How you doing this morning?
Doing well.
Wonderful. How are you? You're in Tallahassee, right?
Yes, ma'am. We have woke up to 71 degrees, 2 to 4 inches of snow, 6 inches. And after shoveling the driveway this morning, I'm all ready to go and help you guys out today or answer any questions anybody has.
Awesome.
So how far did you walk to go to school in the snow up there?
I actually grew up in Pennsylvania. I was in Westchester outside Philadelphia, and then in Monroeville outside Pittsburgh. So right now they have snow and gray skies really into the middle of April. I've been in Florida since '86. People laugh at me because I do miss the change of seasons and I do miss snow. I've seen snow 3 times in 34 years since I left, or 35 years now.
You miss snow?
I do.
Yes, sir.
Do you really?
I mean, I don't miss all the hassles of living in it, but snow is wonderful in
It's
the winter.
beautiful
And
if you can sit and watch it.
and
come
I
down.
do
Yeah.
I do
Oh.
miss that.
Yeah.
I hope
Unless you have to
someday to
drive
go
in it.
back and take the snow train.
Yes.
Well, if you, I mean, and Mark can attest from where he comes too. Not only is it snow, but it's ice, and
Yeah.
it's snow that melts and refreezes overnight,
Yep.
and it just all winter long. Gray skies. No, thank you. I'm much better off here.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one of the major hassles is driving in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Mark, tell us about the Florida Housing Finance Corporation.
Sure. So I've actually only been with Florida Housing since July of 2019.
I was
And,
very impressed by the webinar I attended with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Worked hard on that. Chip White is the director, administrator for our department. He's actually my boss. And my first day of employment, actually during my job interview, he said, "Mark, Florida Housing Finance Corporation is the state of Florida's greatest secret because there's still people. They've been around for 41 years this year, 41 years, and people are still not aware of what Florida Housing does." I teach a CE class to the realtors. We had 46 classes last year. About 1,900 realtors participated in those online webinars. And I get calls every single day from lenders and from realtors saying, "What do you guys do? What's available?" So for me, my background real quick was 11 years as a state certified appraiser in Orlando. I was a real estate broker for 7 years and assistant vice president of home loans. I've been at different credit unions, including the Walt Disney World credit unions, and that was for 19 years. So out of the 360 degrees of real estate, I've done 345. But Florida Housing Finance Corporation provides down payment assistance to anybody who really lives in the state of Florida. We are the state housing finance agency. So our program is available in any city or any county within the state. And then, so there's actually 3 levels of housing available for you guys: a state, our program, then you have a county program, and then you could actually have a city program, obviously depending on how big the city is. So our program, we are fully funded, 365 days a year, 24/7. During the pandemic, when it first started, some of the smaller cities shut down their departments because of really staffing, couldn't get into the building and so forth. We never shut down. Matter of fact, I am working from home today. If you happen to see my cat run in front of me, you'll know I have a cat as far as that goes. But we've been open, and Florida Housing, we never run out of funds. Your local city and county receives the funds. They're actually SHIP funds, which is the State Housing Initiative Partnership program, and those funds are collected every single day with every real estate transaction that closed. There's doc stamps on the deed that the seller pays. There's doc stamps on the mortgage. It's part of your closing costs. And those funds are put together and they are then distributed out to the county and so forth. Well, even though housing has done strong and so forth, the budget for the state of Florida is in flux because we have decrease in tourism. So all of a sudden the tourism income that was coming in is short. So there's impact because the legislature will go ahead from time to time. They will sweep the funds out of this affordable housing account, which obviously we're not for. Actually, the state of Florida Real Estate Realtors Political Action Committee tries every year to say, hey, fully fund the account. And I'm not trying to get into politics and so forth, but right now, a majority of the local city and county are out of the SHIP funds waiting for redistribution. But even if they are out of funds, my statement here, working for Florida Housing, is again that we have funds 24/7 as far as that goes. We provide first mortgages, FHA, VA, USDA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. And then in order to receive the down payment assistance programs that we have 3, and you will have to get the first mortgage with us. So the first mortgage is with Florida House, and we have very competitive rates in order to receive the down payment assistance. And by using one of our approved loan officers, when the local funding is available, or if they're able to access the local funding, they could also add the additional down payment assistance on top of our first and second loan in order to get additional funds for you, the buyer. And these funds, ladies and gentlemen, are for your down payment and for closing costs. I know that you guys probably have gone over past what the maximum limits that the seller can contribute for an FHA and USDA. The seller can contribute to you buying a home up to 6%. VA is 4%, Fannie Mae is 3%, and Freddie Mac is 3%, and none of those are impacted through these programs. So it is possible for you to purchase a home, have the seller pay the maximum closing costs, use part of the funds towards the down payment, and because the seller's paying the majority of the closing costs, any additional funds that are left over is actually a principal reduction on your mortgage, which would basically decrease the mortgage payment that you have on there. And I'll pause for air and see if you have any questions at that point.
That's amazing. Any questions?
So Mark, is there anyone who cannot qualify for one of these programs?
Well, the restrictions both for the local city, county, and the state are income limits. A lot of people think that, well, the income limits are low, I can't get in there, but we have different programs and different down payment assistance. So in St. Lucie County, if you make less than $97,300 or less, you would qualify for 2 out of our 3 down payment assistance.
And that's a hefty income.
Yeah,
Yes,
for this area, you bet.
Yeah.
Yep. Okeechobee is 95,200. I just figured I'd go around you guys.
Good.
Thank
you.
Martin is 97,300 and Indian River is 97,440. Now this income limits is actually kind of flexible. And so you could have a husband and wife applying for the loan, and let's just say combined, they make more than the $97,300. Well, we can remove one of the bars. So as long as that one bar that's on the application makes less than the 97.3, you would qualify for our program. So that myth that we go over in our CE class is that, hey, this program is available for low to moderate income families as far as that goes. And one of the surprising things, and we do go over this in the CE class, is that the question is, what is the average credit score of those who are seeking this program? It is 703. We had 4,872 families use our program in 2019. I looked up the credit score and it was 703. And what that really states, folks, and if you're listening to this, and if you're a buyer and so forth, and you're thinking, there's no way I'm gonna be able to save up money, we got you as far as that goes. We understand you are paying your bills monthly. You're having a hard time saving up as far as things go. And really you can get into this program and receive the down payment assistance to help you out as far as that goes. And that's what it's all about, putting people in housing. And we encourage, whether it's our program on the state level, the county program, or the city program. I used to teach a home buyer workshop class in the 90s. I taught it the third Saturday of every month for 7 years. And I started the class with, okay, so today you want to buy a home. You can tell by my chin, I got a little extra weight on me. So Mark, You want to lose 50 pounds? Great. You got to go see your doctor. The doctor's going to tell you what you need to do in order to lose the 50 pounds. And when it comes to buying a house, you see these two fine ladies here that are talking to you today. Hey, I want to buy a home. Today's day one. And you start learning about buying a home. Well, learning is one thing, doing is another thing, because these ladies will help direct you to loan officers that will help guide you, say, look, this is where you stand today financially, down payment, this is what you can afford today. But if you paid off this, or if you did this, you could have a higher mortgage. If you saved up more money, there's other programs besides our programs that are available. But just like me wanting to lose 50 pounds, unless I do what I'm told, I'm not going to get there.
Right.
And that's the key thing. All these individuals who want to help you out have the information. It is there. They're willing to help you. You have two ladies in front of you. I've listened to the last couple of podcasts just to catch up with what you guys are doing. I'm personally impressed with the radio show, what you guys have done, and the fact that St. Lucie has this you guys with this information to help you guys out. So stop putting your head in the sand thinking I'll never be able to afford a home. Today you want to buy a home, get up, call these ladies, get the process started. Some of you are ready to buy today. Some maybe 3 months, 6 months, it might be a year. And when I taught those classes, I had people come back to me 2 years later. I listened to you, I did everything. Now I'm ready to buy a home. One individual, I took her credit score from 540 to 720 in 9 months. It can be done.
Wow.
It
See,
can be
that's
done.
active participation
Yeah.
Right.
and commitment.
Yep. And she didn't have to come into the credit union I was working at every 2 weeks, but she came in every 2 weeks, walked up the stairs, gave me a hug. And I'll be honest with you, that's what it's about. These ladies will tell you, it's one thing to make the money and everything else, and it is hard work and everything else. But really, when that family goes to closing, they're handed those keys, and it's not just that transaction. You become lifelong friends with some of these people as far as that goes.
Absolutely.
It is the greatest thrill to go through. So if you're listening today, hey, when the program's over or during the program, ask your questions, get the help, stop renting, and become a homeowner, and do what you have to do, just like I need to do to lose weight.
It's that first step. Take the first step.
Yep.
Yeah, and I want to drive home the fact that this is your state working for you. This
Correct.
program is available through the state. It's not available at every lender. There is a list of lenders that have asked to participate in this program, and they have to go through an approval process, right, Mark?
Yes, ma'am. So the lender has to be approved, and then the loan officers go through training as well. We make sure that the lenders have been in Florida for at least 2 years. They have to have a brick and mortar operation as far as that goes. We do not want out of state lenders. I've been in the business really going back to the 80s, and you can go through the ups and downs of the entire mortgage industry, where you have companies who open up in Florida because now it's peak volume, open up a shop, they're there, all of a sudden the volume rates go up, the volume starts to drop, they close the business down. You're a buyer, you go to see that your loan officer. I know obviously we're in a pandemic now, a lot of things are being done virtually, but you go to see your loan officer and the branch is closed, you don't know where your file is, you don't know where you've turned over money and so forth. So they have to be open in Florida for at least 2 years. The loan officer has to be located in Florida. Again, I don't want somebody in New York taking your application. We want somebody here locally that's going to help you out so that you can go ahead and have that conversation if you need to. So the loan officer has to be approved to do our program. And also the local county and city also has approval processes. So even in the CE class, I tell the realtors, when you're reaching out to the loan officer, ask them, are you approved for the city in the county program as well as our program as well? So you have a loan officer who can really access all three sources of down payment assistance for you guys.
Mark, you had mentioned you came from a credit union background. Are some of these institutions credit unions in Florida?
At the moment, unfortunately, we just have one. A lot of the credit unions, there are a lot of bigger credit unions now that are selling to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. That is my job, and is to break into those credit unions. So I'm working on that as far as that goes. But right now, we just have one, and expecting to get more. Again, most of the credit unions haven't been in the credit union industry for some time. They do portfolio loans. They're not selling the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. The larger credit unions are. as far as that goes. And I'm trying to remember which large ones are in your area. I think Space Coast, I believe, was one, but they need to be selling to the secondary market. And some of these programs are approved on your local city and county program. They're just not with ours, but we're working diligently in 2021 to get that going. 2020 for me, because I started in July of 2019, 2020. We weren't out and about. Matter of fact, we were shut down towards this time, mid-March last year. One of the last classes I taught was right there at the Port St Lucie Board of Realtors. I had the chance to spend the night at the Tradition Village area, and I was just amazed because I've been in Florida since '86, and seeing the growth that you guys have had has been phenomenal in that area. All the new housing, and it looks fantastic. And someone who's just coming through, your area looks fantastic as far as that goes. I don't see the over development like there is in Orlando as far as that goes. But my job in 2021 is, again, continue to increase the number of lenders, including credit unions. And I do know most of the credit unions throughout the state of Florida.
Well, you need to talk to Eileen so you can move your office here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There is quite a long list of approved lenders, and I do have access. We do have access to that list. So
these are like major banks then, right?
Yeah, there's over 260 lenders. So there are some major, not major banks, but we have a very good fair share of banks that are your area, and really Eileen has that list. So if anybody's interested today, reach out to Eileen. She'll give you the list of the approved loan officers in that area, and it's interview. It doesn't matter to me who you're dealing with. You always want to interview the person. Eileen puts herself, and Paula puts themselves out on the radio. You know their personalities, you know their character. They're doing this for you, and trying to get the information, and you really want to have that relationship with them. And you'll interview a couple loan officers, and you're going to feel comfortable with one, maybe not another as far as that goes. But all of these loan officers that Eileen has access to are trained with Florida Housing and do know our programs.
yes.
Yes.
All of the above.
Yes.
Yes.
So Mark, before we let you go, can you give contact information if someone wants to visit the website and get more in-depth information?
Absolutely. So our website is floridahousing.org, all spelled out, floridahousing.org. And yes, I probably dropped the G because I'm from Philadelphia. So I always drop my G's when I'm saying how with the G, housing, as far as that goes. But and then
Yeah,
the
I
main
thought that was a hybrid accent,
yes,
Southern
yes,
hybrid accent.
yes, ma'am. And the main phone number for Florida Housing is 850-488-4197. My extension is 1240. I'm the only Mark at Florida Housing. So if you want to reach out to me, I don't mind helping out or answering questions you have. The only other thing I did want to mention real quick was purchase price limits. So the purchase price limits for St. Lucie County is $311,000. Okeechobee's $294,601. Martin is $311,464. And Indian River is $294,601. And I think, Eileen, last episode you had mentioned what the average sales price was. I think it was the last episode. I think it was somewhere around 265 to 275, somewhere around there, if I was mistaken.
Well, that's even a little high for some areas, but yes, we
Yeah.
definitely, there are plenty of properties in the area that fit into those price ranges.
Yeah.
And we also do, as of I can't remember as of September, we do manufactured and mobile housing.
Really?
Oh, that's
Yes,
awesome.
ma'am.
You know, I was just going to ask you because I didn't remember, is this program only available for single family or is it available for condos as well?
Yeah, we have single family. We have townhomes, duplexes. You can purchase a 2 to 4 family unit as long as you're going to live in one of the units. And yes, condos. Everybody knows in our industry, I know you guys, as far as buyers know, that condo projects do have to be approved.
Right.
And the loan officer can look to see if that condo is already approved or submit the paperwork for it to be reviewed. And obviously, once you've identified that condo, Eileen can reach out to the loan officer and say, hey, is this one of the approved condos? Or, maybe get that list beforehand. But any condo project can be submitted. The company who does the review, they do it 24/7. They have a whole department that does this. And so the turnaround time on that's not too long.
And you started to tell us that now it also includes manufactured homes, modular homes?
Yes, ma'am. Manufactured modular homes was as of September 1st. And so it needs to be a double wide, no single wides as far as that goes. And then needs to be a fixed real estate. So the title turned in as far as that goes. And then that's within our program. It's actually with Fannie Mae, so it's a conventional product, and I believe FHA as well. I'll double check that because it's new and I haven't spent tons of time on it, but I'm positive it's FHA and Fannie Mae.
So that means that it would be on an individual lot, or it could be in a community where you own the lot. Either way, right?
Yeah, it has to be mobile home and land as far as that goes.
Okay.
So if you have a mobile home that is rented on a rented lot, that would not be the case. It would be, you could be a manufactured home that they own the lot and the mobile home together.
Right. Okay.
And we have several communities like that around here.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. I did want to mention one more thing, which is the definition of a first-time home buyer. We follow the IRS rules of that definition, and you go, okay, well, that's easy. I've never bought a home before, so I'm a first-time home buyer. You're correct. If you've never bought a home before, you would be a first-time home buyer. But check this out. If you own a mobile home now, and that mobile home is on a rented piece of property, and you're like, you know what, I'm done with the mobile home life and I want to purchase a single family home, as long as that mobile home is on a rented lot, or maybe it's on a rented piece of land, you are considered a first-time home buyer. You can purchase a single family home. If you currently own a home and you have not lived in that home as your primary residence at any time in the past 3 years, you would be considered a first-time home buyer. So let's just say husband and wife, husband's parents passed away. They lived in North Carolina, so the husband inherits the property in North Carolina. Have the husband and wife ever lived in that property in North Carolina as their primary residence at any time over the past 3 years? If the answer is no, they are deemed a first-time home buyer underneath these rules. So let's just say, I'll give you another example. Husband and wife. Wife was previously married, got divorced, got a townhome in the divorce, and she's rented out the townhome for the last 4 years. And so the question is, has the husband and wife, do they currently own property? Yes, they do. But as long as they have not lived in that property, as long as she has not lived in that property as her primary residence at any time over the past 3 years, she would be considered a first-time home buyer. And we also have another program. If you are a veteran, on behalf of Florida Housing and myself, thank you for your service. But we have a fantastic program. It's called a Salute Our Soldiers program. You can get an FHA, VA, or USDA loan with an interest rate of 2.75%, today's rate, for 30 years fixed. The closing costs are lower as far as that goes. You can currently own a home. And if you own a home, you can use our program to purchase another home. At the time of closing, you cannot own more than 2 homes for any of our programs. So I mentioned a second ago that you can own a property as long as you haven't lived in that property as your primary residence. So underneath all our programs, at the time of closing of this new home that you're going to purchase, you cannot own more than 2 homes. So if you have 5 homes, sorry, the program is not available. I do apologize. So at the time of closing, you can own a home. You will own 2 homes, and you don't have to sell the first home as far as that goes. And as a veteran, you're able to use our down payment assistance program. We actually have veterans who are coming through our program for those low interest rates on the FHA, VA, USDA, and they're not even needing down payment assistance as far as that goes. So the Salute Our Soldiers program is what that is called. And I encourage any veteran who currently doesn't own a home, thank you for your service. And if you're not checking out VA loans and your ability to purchase a home, I encourage you to reach out to Eileen and Paula. Give them a call and say, hey, I'm a veteran and I want to take advantage of the benefit, and a thank you for your service. And Florida Housing would love to help you out. And hats off to Governor DeSantis, who pushed this program out. And that was actually, it started 1 year ago today.
Oh, fantastic.
I just looked at the date going, oh, it was 1 year.
1 year ago today. Wow.
Wow, that's
great.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, USDA is all rural, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
But
And
actually,
USDA
there are some areas around here that do qualify for USDA.
That's what I heard, that like the western end of Martin County is
Mhm.
qualifies for that.
It's
Yeah.
still considered country.
Yeah, well,
For a while, anyway.
Yeah, because they haven't approved any construction in about 40 years.
That's changing. That's changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, there are no minimums for these loans, correct?
No, there's no minimum whatsoever. It really is based on your income. I mean, obviously, your income, and then whatever debt you have. Our parents and grandparents told us what growing up, pay cash for everything. If you don't have the cash, don't buy it. This is the society of we need everything today. We need to have our text messages while we're driving
So
and
different.
so forth. But yes, everything's in the mortgage industry, not just Florida housing, is income based driven, and that's why again I encourage you to talk to Eileen, talk to Paula. Again, look, you have a loan officer that's really good out there. They can look at your information. Like for example, you can go to annualcreditreport.com, get a copy of your credit report from all three agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. They will give you the reports for free. You're entitled to one free report a year. The federal government in 2005 required all three agencies to create this website. If you want to, I think it's still $8 per agency or $24 per person. You can get your credit scores. And the credit score you're going to receive on that website is the credit score that the mortgage industry uses. I'm not sure if you know this, but there are over 11 credit scoring models out there. If you say, one of the questions I ask is, hey, what's your credit score? And someone will say, oh, it's a 660. Okay, where did you get the credit score? Oh, I got the credit score from Credit Karma. And folks, Credit Karma is not the credit score that the mortgage industry uses, okay? If you go to Credit Karma's website, what are they there for? They're to sell credit cards. They look at your score and it says, hey, based on your credit score, you can go ahead and range from the top to the bottom. It'll say very good, excellent chance you can get approved for a credit card, all the way to the bottom, let's say a American Express Black Diamond card, where it says absolutely not. So again, my statement to you is get your credit report, see what's on there, go talk to one of the loan officers and ask them not to pull credit, look at your financial situation, what your income, what your debt is. They're going to ask you how much money you have saved up as far as that goes. And it would be, hey, you need to pay off this bill because the more debt you have, the more it's going to negatively impact your ability to purchase a mortgage. So you pay off debt, you restructure debt, maybe you refinance your car loan to lower the payment so you free up more money as far as that goes, and then you can qualify for more of a mortgage. And everybody that used to come to my office, I used to say the following: you have an itch to buy a home, right? My question is, do you have an itch or do you have poison ivy? Because we have people come before us and go, I want this house. I have to have this house. I have to have it today. And if they did things, if let me put the lidocaine on it here. I know you love this house, and it doesn't matter what I say. They want to purchase this house. They pay higher interest rates. They get unfavorable terms and everything else. So that's why today, if you're saying, I want to buy a home today, you get with Eileen and Paula, you get to the loan officer, they see where you financially stand today. They can do things to help your credit score. So by raising your credit score up, there's two things that are going to help you out. One, the higher the credit score, the lower the interest rate that you're going to pay over 30 years. Folks, that's tens of thousands of dollars.
Absolutely.
With 1/8 of a percentage point. If you want to, just look up yourself, go, if I had a 3% rate versus 3.125%, what is the total payments over 30 years? You'll see it. The second thing that a lot of people don't understand is that if you don't have 20% to put down, you have to pay mortgage insurance. And the higher your credit score, the lower the mortgage insurance premium that you're going to have to pay. And so by increasing your scores from 660 to 680 to 700, 720 will impact your mortgage payment. And that's going to save you thousands, up to probably $10,000 over the life of the loan. So today you want to buy a home. Today is look at your credit report. By pulling your own credit, it does not impact your credit score. Pay the $24 per person, get your credit scores, go talk to Eileen, get with a loan officer. If you don't have the money for down payment, she's going to go, hey, here's one of those approved loan officers. Hey, here's where I stand financially today. Here's my income. Here's my debt. Here's my credit score from annualcreditreport.com. What can I do to maximize my ability to get a higher mortgage? What can I do to increase my credit scores? And again, it may be 3 months, 6 months, a year. I mean, if you have a 6-month lease, a lot of people go, hey, you have 6 months to work on those credit scores. And I told you I got somebody from 540 to 720 in 9 months. So if you have that itch, if you have poison ivy and you're going to buy that home, again, because you're not patient, because you're not doing your homework, you will find out after you close. Is usually what happened. Like, geez, if I did this, this, and this, I might have qualified for a lower interest rate. I might have qualified for a bigger mortgage. Put the lidocaine on it. Get the information from the experts like these two fine ladies here. Get pointed to the right direction. Start doing your homework so that you can qualify for the best interest rate and really for the highest mortgage amount going forward. And it sounds like I'm preaching, and I am, okay, because I try to treat everybody like my brothers and sisters. And if you folks were my brothers and sisters and we sat down together, I would be giving you the same advice.
Yes. Do your homework first.
Right.
Yes.
It doesn't help to go out and look at houses if you don't have your pre-approval in place.
Yeah, because that's a big disappointment. If you've got one house that you want and
Sure.
they're going, sorry, you can't have that one, then it's like, why didn't I look ahead of? Yeah.
And you're still struggling to make the have the down payment assistance. So you're using your money to pay down the amount of your debt to qualify for a bigger mortgage. Well, you're still going to qualify for the down payment assistance. It's there. So your loan officer, again, will direct you, look, we want to pay off this debt. This is going to increase the mortgage amount. You're still getting the down payment assistance from Florida Housing or your county or city programs. And it's what to attack in order to get the scores up, what's to attack to increase the mortgage amount that you qualify for. These are things we're not taught in high school. These are things we're not taught in college as far as that goes. I don't remember the last time I looked at algebra as far as that goes, but this is information. And these two ladies here today should be applauded for taking their time to try to provide this information for you guys. And you ladies have earned my respect.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Mark. You have given so much information, and I think it's really important. Yeah, people, you're right. This program is 41 years old, and so many people still don't know about it. So I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us today, and thank you for everything. And, hopefully a lot more people have the information they need now to make wise decisions and be in place to get that home, especially in this competitive market.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, I appreciate being with you guys today. I'm going to go out and play in the snow. And, let me know when you want me back on. I'd be glad to come
Have a
back.
good time.
All right. Thanks so much, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
You too.
He's just so shy.
No.
Obviously, he's a perfect person for that
Wow.
position.
Yes,
Absolutely.
he is.
Well, the nice part, I kept thinking when he was telling us that he was preaching to us, it's like, get your game plan together. That's the biggest thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
it is. Yes.
Wow.
So that's good information.
Yes. All right.
Just a note, I was reading some things over the weekend.
Whoops.
Foreclosure and eviction bans have been extended to June 30th.
That's
And
good.
That's always
always
again.
good.
I mean, who would have thought this time last year that we would still be in COVID a year later? Who would have thought?
I don't think anybody saw it coming. No.
Well,
Yeah.
I can tell you the sports leagues are projecting out to 2023 before there's any sense of normalcy. So,
Wow.
I heard something funny. I don't remember where it was, something on the television, but they said that since COVID, the incidence of people getting flu are
low.
so low, it's like practically non-existent.
Yeah. It's staggering.
We've been washing our hands.
Yes, we have. We've been washing our hands and
Masks.
everything around us.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's exactly
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
I
yeah.
still wash my kitchen down every day.
Well, we cleaned this studio 16 years ago.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, I know that's not true because we
No.
sanitize every time we come in here. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's
Makes a difference.
I hate the terminology new normal, but
It could
we're
be.
Well,
getting
I
used
think
to
it
that.
might be.
We're
Yeah.
getting used to that. We're all
Yeah.
changing a little bit.
Well, nobody wants to get sick, so
Right.
it's a good way to prevent it.
And there are parts of the world that have been wearing masks on a regular basis for many years. So It's just new to us.
Well, China, India, just because of air pollution problems. I mean, yeah, you bet.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I see a massive zip code list.
Yeah, Paula has lots of zip codes.
We
So,
do.
might as well get started.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Before you do that,
Wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we need to do our featured listings.
oh
There
yeah.
you go.
We have a beautiful villa, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car attached garage in the Florida Club that's on the market. Call us for an appointment. We're happy to show that to you. It's listed at $349,900. And we have, count them, 3 coveted first floor, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condos in Vista del Lago on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants first
I
floor,
don't like
2-bedroom,
stairs
2-bathroom.
anymore.
Nobody wants stairs. No.
Right.
No.
Everybody feels the same way. So we have 3 of them on the market.
Ooh.
They are priced in the low 100s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you are 55 and over, because it's a Hope community, if you are 55 and over and you're interested in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, first floor condo in a beautiful community, give us a call.
That's
There-
a steal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very active, nice community. It's like a little diamond in the rough.
And nobody know. I was there last week with people. We had an open house last week, and
Right.
everybody that came in the door said, "We had no idea this was back here."
Yeah. Just off.
And
US
yet it's so
1.
conveniently located. I mean, you can walk to the mall if you want to walk. If you like to walk, you're not that far. There's everything around there, and the restore.
There you go.
You're home away from home, right?
Habitat for Humanity Restore. Absolutely.
Right.
We need to get them on here.
Well, they
we
were,
did
but
have
they'll come
Margot.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
sure. Yeah.
Margot and Kate, right?
Yep. They're the
Okay,
best.
sorry, Paula. I
No,
didn't
no,
mean to
that's okay.
interrupt.
We have. Well, it just depends on where you want to hear from, but there's several.
Why don't you pick 4 of them?
Okay, so we're going to have 2 in Port St. Lucie. I think we've talked about Jensen Beach, so let's go west. We're going to go west of the Turnpike in Port St. Lucie. The zip code is 34953. There are 80 single-family homes on the market in that area.
In a whole zip code,
In
only
a-
80.
Yeah, and the lowest price range, the low range starts at 159.9, and the high range is up to 700,000. So you've got a wide market there of homes available. Then also we have east of the Turnpike in Port St. Lucie, 34983. There are 42 single-family homes available in that area.
Wow.
42.
That's
Yep.
a big zip code,
Yeah.
too.
They start
42.
at 149.9, and the highest price is 997.5. So there's a wide range there.
I'll bet that's on the river.
It
Oh, I'm
is-
sure.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it says Hidden River, so that area.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those
Okay,
are
so
beautiful homes.
There's 2 in Port St. Lucie, that 2 zip codes there, and we'll go with 2 zip codes in Martin County. We have a Palm City zip code 34990. There are 99 homes available in that area. The low range, this is a little deceiving, is 18,000 for a home.
Well, the reason it's
Is
deceiving.
that a lot?
No, it's
no,
a home.
it's because if you want a long explanation, call me. I'll give you a long explanation.
Yeah.
But remember that Palm City has one zip code, 34990. In that one zip code, there are private country clubs. Private country clubs that require upfront money when you make your purchase, which gives you full membership in the country club. So what happens is those property values
can be very low.
can be very low. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that would be like a Monarch or Martin Downs or something like that?
No, more like, well, our feature community that we're going to talk about today. But the two private communities in there are Piper's Landing and Harbor Ridge Yacht and Country Club.
Oh, sure, Harbor Ridge. yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So in that zip code, there the highest range right now for a home available is 2,950,000. So you start from 18,000, but then you do have your equity contribution. So it makes a little bit of a difference.
Cliff
there.
and I'll take 6 of those.
Yeah.
Won't pay for them, but
Yeah, you'll take 6. And then we have a zip code in Hobe Sound. The zip code is 33455. The low range is 209,900,000, and the high range is a chunk, 37,900,000. So it's probably
course it's
right
on
on the
the line.
beach
Yep.
for you.
There you go.
So
37 mil.
depends on
Wow.
what you're looking for.
yeah.
We got it all.
Yeah. So those are the 4 zip codes for today. If there's any other zip code that you're interested in, like the one you live in, or if you want to move to another area, please give us a call and we can let you know what's available in that area.
Or you can send us an email and we will send it right to you through the email. Our email is mydreamhometeam@yahoo.com. My cell phone, you can reach either of us that way, 772-200-5105. And the website is www.mydreamhomeusa.com.
That's great.
So
Well, I see that Harbor Ridge brochure. What a place.
Harbor
it's
Ridge,
gorgeous.
Harbor Ridge Yacht and Country Club. I've had the privilege of working there for several years with buyers, and it is an absolutely beautiful place. Some people call it La La Land.
Yeah.
Home of the Port St Lucie Business Women Fashion Show for years.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was one of the celebrity ticket takers there.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
So just to
Crazy.
give you a few statistics, there are, I believe, 695 front doors in Harbor Ridge. They go all the way from 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, apartment-style condos up to multi-million-dollar home, single-family homes on the river, and everything in between. So if you like that kind of environment, full membership includes all of your golf, and they have 2 beautifully rebuilt PGA courses inside Harbor Ridge. There are equity fees when you make your purchase, and there are also annual fees, annual HOA and membership fees that you pay, but it is a very calm, serene, well manicured, well cared for, well managed community that gives you every amenity possible.
Right.
All class. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have some beautiful tennis courts, beautiful lakeside I can't remember what that's called, the lakeside thing with the
Oh, Lakeside Center. That's
There
where
we
their
go.
fitness center is. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a
The fitness center is
Fitness
amazing.
multi-million
Yeah.
dollar facility
Oh, yeah.
that they built just a few years ago, and their tennis courts are all new. Tennis is the only thing that you can belong to the tennis club and not live in Harbor Ridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yes.
get that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful courts.
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous clubhouse that was renovated a couple of years ago. Their marina has so many activities now that you just shake your head. There's always something to do, and there are, no matter what kind of lifestyle you like, if you like to be socially active all the time, or if you like just a quiet, serene environment full of nature, you can find it in Harbor Ridge Yacht and Country Club.
It's far enough in a little bit that it is. You are right. It's so quiet back in there.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's great.
So remember, Harbor Ridge Yacht and Country Club. There are approximately, because I didn't write down the numbers, there are approximately 60 properties that are available on the market right now inside Harbor Ridge. So I have the information. If you're interested in that kind of Florida home, just let us know. We can help you.
Wow.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harbor Ridge.
Paradise.
Almost 900 acres.
Right.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
paradise in paradise.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it is.
Yeah.
That's every time I've been there, it's like, oh, it's serene.
Gorgeous
it really
place.
is.
And they do rentals there also. So if you're interested in
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, if you're interested in a winter place next season, you need to contact us now. Reservations are already being made for next season.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. Yeah, I didn't know. I did not know that they had rentals in there.
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. This show has flown by. Of course, Mark
had so much good information, and
Yeah.
I'm so glad to get the word out to everybody because it's our state, and it's a state program for us and for anybody who wants to own a home. So really, Mark's words were so important to take to heart. If you don't think that you can qualify, you just need to find out first, because maybe you'll be pleasantly surprised that you can.
Right. And if you don't, they help you have a game
Yeah,
plan.
there's
help you
any
figure
of
out what to
those
do.
any of the lenders on their lender list will certainly help you
guide you.
get to the point where you can make your purchase.
Right.
Sounds good. All right. How do we get in touch with you?
772-200-5105. My Dream Home Team at yahoo.com and mydreamhomeusa.com.
Sounds good. All right. You have a great week.
Thanks a
do
lot.
the
You
same.
too.
Thank you.
You've been listening to My Dream Home right here on WSTU 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station, and WPSL, Port St. Lucie. Talk of the Treasure Coast, webcaster to the world.